Join me in this seated position. Roll your shoulders back, and now tuck the pelvis, allowing your sits bones to point towards your feet, and then walk your feet in a little bit. From here, you're going to release the arms and reach one elbow back and reach back up. We're twisting in the torso, keeping the hips stable. Adding the breath, inhale at the top, exhale as you twist. On this next one, optionally extending the arm fully and drawing it back in, or just keep using that elbow to guide your twist. Keeping your feet planted as best you can. Now we'll sink back, holding here, arms are rounded here like you're holding a beach ball. Lifting one leg and then the other. Now let's add opposite arm, opposite leg lifting, marching in place. Check that you're lifting the leg from the hip instead of just extending from the knee. Now both arms will go up overhead and we'll just hold while maintaining the rib to hip connection. Bringing the arms down, slowly rolling down. Bringing the knees up into tabletop over the hips, extending opposite arm, opposite leg. This is known as dead bug. Our goal here is to keep our ribs and our low back attached to the mat as we move the legs. Now try it with straight legs, or go back to the way we started. Extending opposite arm, opposite leg, drawing it back in. So you only extend the limbs as far as you can until you feel those parts start to move, your ribs, your back. So that might look different from side to side or as you start to tire. Let's finish this out here. Draw the knees in for a moment, draw your head toward your knees, and relax. Now, bringing your knees back into a tabletop position, we're going to do reverse crunches. So here we're angling our knees in toward our chest and then lifting up using the lower abdominals as much as you can. Just a few more. 3, 2, on one we'll hold it in and relax. Extend the legs up, reach your fingers towards your toes, upper body crunches. For 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, on one, let's hold. Relax only the upper body because there's more. Extend to the side, bringing the hands behind the head, reaching opposite arm to opposite outside of the foot. Getting into those obliques. Just a couple more. This time when we reach up, we're going to stay and hold for pulses. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. And switch sides. Same thing, pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug your legs in, relax. Draw your knees into a tabletop position, which just means right up over the hips, lifting up your upper body, placing your hands just so you kind of keep that form. We'll go into a single leg stretch. Try keeping the feet and legs in contact with one another as you go into this single leg stretch. It increases activation in the abdominals. Just a couple more here. And draw the knees in, relax. Shaking your head side to side, bringing your knees back into that tabletop position and extending into a double leg stretch. Arms reach up overhead as legs extend. Drawing it in and out. And hold, relax. Let's extend the legs up, holding on to one leg, dropping the other, lifting up the upper body. This is your scissors. You can just lift and lower the leg without adding the pulse. I find the pulse challenges my core stability, increasing activation. 4 more on each side. 3. This is 2. This is 1. And then extend the legs up, stretching for a moment before you relax back down. Let's draw the soles of our feet together, knees fall out to the side. Placing our hands behind our head, doing a circle with the torso. So this is like a total crunch where it goes side, front, side, reverse, side, front, side, again. 3 more on each side. A reminder that our hands are lightly pressing on the sides of our head, not tugging the neck. Let's finish it out and release. Lifting up, let's do some crunch pulses. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We'll hold here and relax it down. Now we'll draw the knees into a bent knee position, extend the arms overhead, and we're going to do a roll up. Trying to keep our feet down on the floor, slowly rolling down and repeating. Tucking the head, slowly lifting up, and slowly lowering down. Now let's lift the right leg and do the same roll up, trying to keep the lower body in the shape it's in as much as possible. 1 more with this right leg up. We'll roll down and let's switch legs. Tucking the chin to roll up, coming up, and then rolling down 1 segment at a time. Let's finish out this side, reaching up, rolling down. Now both legs will lift up in a tabletop position or revisit any of the previous other positions. This one will be our last one, rolling up and then slowly coming down. Extend your arms and legs as we prepare for the fullest pose. This is also known as teaser in Pilates. Here, we lift up upper body and lower body to make a V, and then lower down. Rolling up and lowering down. So you can modify by doing any of the previous poses, or as I just did, changing the arm position, maybe even holding on. We're going to do a few more. Here's our last one. Coming up, and we hold. Hang in there, you got this. And slowly lower it down. Relax. Windshield wiper your knees side to side or any other stretch you might need. Let's extend our legs up over our hips again, and we're going to do leg hinges, allowing it to go forward and come back. And if you want, you can add a little lift off at the top. And lift, extend, lift, and lower. Take a quick break here, hugging the knees in, rocking side to side. Let's extend our legs back out and do a second set of leg hinges. The goal here is to keep the low back and rib cage attached to the mat. Let's do 6 more. And here's 5. Bring it back up. Use your breath. Exhale as it comes back up. This is 2. Last one. A brief hold, and then draw the knees into the chest. Relax. Rock yourself up to a seated position. You'll walk your feet back until you're balancing on your sits bones. Hands in front of the shins as we roll back and come forward. Very important here that your spine is in what we call a C-curve position, which just means that you shouldn't feel like you're thunking back. If you haven't already, try to maintain the shape of the pose without your hands being attached to your legs. This time we'll stay up and we'll extend the legs straight and then slowly lowering down and releasing all the way down. Now let's extend our legs and go into a nice abdominal stretch where we're just reaching our fingers and toes as far apart as possible. And when you're ready, walk your ankles over to one side of the mat and your hands to that same side, crossing the top leg over the bottom and holding on to the wrist to have a nice side stretch. And then bringing yourself over to the opposite side. Just feeling your side body opening here. If you're ready, you'll come back to center, taking a moment, and then roll onto one side to come up to a seated position. Thank you so much for joining me.